Abun
Truly, truly I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. He who loves his life shall lose it, and he who hates his life in this world shall preserve it for everlasting life. Yeshua was saying those words to his loved ones. It wasn't long before he was taken by the soldiers and crucified. It was just before Passover. Not long before that, he raised Eliezer from dead. Eliezer was really close with Yeshua. He was in the grave 4 days. And people believed at the time that after 4 days, the body was with no life in it. And they would start to smell. They knew that this is over, this is permanent death. Yeshua says here, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone, but if it dies, it bears much fruit. What he meant, this is related with what he said to Nicodemus. He said, to enter the kingdom of Elohim, you need to be born of Ruach and water. Who is born of Ruach and water is Ruach, and who is born of flesh is flesh. Eliezer just came back to life, and he had to return where he lived. But what's happened to his life after? He was in darkness for 4 days. He was in a different place. He experienced something extraordinary. How he could come back to normal life here in this world after that kind of experience, there is nothing in the scripture, except we know that he was there in the house for the supper when Yeshua was invited, and we read that in John 12, verse 1, accordingly, Yeshua 6 days before the Pesach came to Beit Anaya, where Eliezer was, who had died, whom he raised from the dead. So they made him a supper there, and Martha served, while Eliezer was one of those who sat at the table with him. And that is only what we know. There is nothing more about Eliezer, what happened to him. Yeshua says that whoever will try to preserve his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life will find it. Who does not hate his mother, father, brothers, sisters, friends, and even his own life cannot be his thought one. And also he says that we need to pick up our stake and follow him. Those things are related about dying to this life, about the grain which will fall into the ground and needs to die to bear much fruit. John 12, verse 47, and if anyone hears my words but does not watch over them, I do not judge him, for I did not come to judge the world, but to save the world. He who rejects me and does not receive my words has one who judges him. The word that I have spoken shall judge him in the last day. Here in this passage, he speaks about who he is. Yeshua will return, and we know that in Revelation, he is called the Word of Elohim. He's coming as a judge. He's coming with vengeance. In the end, in the last days, he will return, no longer coming with the soft and cheerful message, but he will come to judge those who did not receive his word. Those who did not receive him will be judged in the end, in the last day. He says we need to receive him. He is the life. He is the resurrection and life. When Yeshua found out that 𝐤𝐄𝐄 is sick, when he found out, he said, this sickness is not unto death, but for the esteem of Elohim, so that the Son of Elohim might be esteemed by it. Yeshua didn't say that 𝐤𝐄𝐄 died. He said he fell asleep. But to us is death. He talks to Martha. When she came to him, he said, your brother shall rise again. Yeshua knew that he will raise him. But she answered, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. And Yeshua answered her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he dies, he shall live. And everyone that is living and believing in me shall never die at all. Do you believe this? Now, how you understand the last words of Yeshua? And everyone that is living and believing in me shall never die at all. This is connected with 𝐤𝐄𝐄. When Yeshua said this sickness is not unto death, and when he found out that he died, he said he fell asleep. But here, and everyone that is living and believing in me shall never die at all. The whole event with 𝐤𝐄𝐄 is about dying to our life here. When Yeshua says, whoever tried to possess life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for his sake will find it. And when the grain dies, it has to die to bear much fruit. When we think about 𝐤𝐄𝐄 and how he was after, how much his life changed, it must be a big shift in his life. Nothing was like before to him. We don't know, did he stay there where he was? Could he manage the social life? The questions people asking him. That's what's happened to people who were born from above. That's what will happen to you after you are born from above. When you are born again, from the ruach and water, the immersion in the set apart ruach will do that to you. That's how you will feel. That's how you will be, completely new. In a strange place, nothing will be the same. And it will be hard for you to connect with people. Everything will seem strange to you. And it will feel awkward, the relationship, even with your loved ones. You will feel lost in this place. That's what it is. You don't understand unless you die and you will be born to Yeshua, Messiah. People think that is not big change. It's radical change. Now think about 𝐤𝐄𝐄. That's how you will feel when you are born from above. When you are born again from the ruach and water. It's being truly born. Everything is different. Everything. Like you receive new eyes, which are not yours. The sight you will see differently. Everything will look different. It's not that you change a little bit. It's dramatic change. How is to be after new birth, being the new creature? How is to be in this world? How is to talk to people daily? How is to be here like a little child? That's how I feel, like fresh, not knowing how to function in this reality. That's why I don't have friends in this world. I love everyone, but my friend is Yeshua. I feel good with him and in peace. Loving people is different than mingling or socializing and being friends with the world. after being born again, or being born from the ruach in water, you would not understand this place. And that was the experience for Eliezer. His example is the example how it is to be born from the ruach and water, how it's to be born to new creation, to become the new creation in Yeshua Messiah. That describes also Yeshua, how he felt in this place. Eliezer was the witness to Yeshua that he is the living word, that he is the Messiah, that he is the resurrection and life. Witness. Nobody could miss that. This man was raised from dead. We don't know what happened to Eliezer, but it's not about that he died again. It is about understanding what his raising from dead meant. It wasn't about the final resurrection. Eliezer's example is about us dying here to our life and being born again. That's how shall be, like Eliezer, strangers in this place. And when Eliezer walks out of the grave, wrapped with the linen cloth, Yeshua said, untied him, unwrap the cloth and let him go. And that's what will happen when you are born again. All the chains, all the bondage of this place will be taken from you. You'll be free. Through Yeshua Messiah being here, you will be free. In Messiah, he will live in you. And when he says, and everyone that is living and believing in me shall never die at all. When you have him in you, when you are born from above here, you will never die. And remember what he said to his taught ones about Eliezer. His sickness is not unto death. And when he found out that he was dead, he said he fell asleep. Was that what he said? He fell asleep. When the person is delivered, you need to come new. And many say they are born again, but you're still the same. You want to fight with your sin. You want to fight yourself. You want to change. You want to improve. You want to overcome your addictions. But you should not do that. It should be not our work. When you have the new seed, the substance, the living ruach in you, the word which is living, the word of endurance, the word is working. You should not be under burden. This is what people do who didn't die to themselves. They try to work from themselves. They try to achieve things from their own abilities or using their own ways. They try to overcome addictions. You want to overcome the sin. So you do what people did before Yeshua conquered the sin and before he did overcome the world. But now he's the one who shall work in you. Why are you still trying to do things? Why are you still performing? Why are you putting yourself and others under burden? It should be him overcoming your sin in you. It should be him purging you. That should not be your work. Then what he is for? So you did not die to your old self. If you're still working from yourself, if you still try to improve from yourself, so there is no any divine power in you which actually does the divine work in you. So you think you are better than Yeshua if you struggle with addictions with all by yourself. So where is Yeshua in you? Where is this life-giving ruach? Where is he? If you're still working from your own flesh and struggle daily. Think about Eliezer. When he came out of the grave and Yeshua said, release him from all those wrappings. Who did that? Yeshua raised him from death and released him from the bondage. When you say that you are born again, you're raised from the grave of your old ways, the grave of the sin, and you still under bondage? You still try to overcome your issues? Where is the divine power of the set apart ruach? Why he is not unwrapping, releasing you from the bondage of the sin? Why are you still performing? Yes, there is a war. The ruach rages the war against flesh, but this is his work. It should not be your work. You shall be in submission. The flesh shall be under authority of the inner man, the new creation. Yeshua, the life of endurance himself. Yeshua said that everyone who believes in him, and he lives here and believes in him, will never die, because he is life. Yeshua is life in you. So how can you die? When he says, whoever is living and believing will never die at all, he doesn't mean the death of flesh. He speaks about the second death. Second death will have no power over you. It is happening here in this world. You don't need to wait for the judgment. When Yeshua will come the second time, he will know you. He will know you. He will know who you are, because you have his seed, his word in you. He will see that you are his. He will put the sheep on his right side and the goats on his left, because he is the good shepherd, and his voice stays in you. His word is in you, in your heart, which is the new heart, his heart, because you are after his heart, so you are his. But if you are goat, you did not receive his word, and you are not born again, and you have no part with him. And that's how he will sort and separate his flock from the stumbling blocks, from the goats. You will only have him. That's what will matter to you, because he was sent by his Father. He is the exact representation from above, from the Father. His representation, his substance. You will have no joy in doing stuff like other people do. It will be hard for you to socialize, and it will hurt, because your desire will be that everyone will receive, and people will turn back on you. The spirits in man, they would not like the light in you. It is narrow path. It is narrow path. It's not for gathering. It's not for socializing. It is the path with Messiah. It's for Messiah. He is the reason of everything. He is the only one you shall have in you. He shall be everything to you. He's the only friend, because he is the stranger in this world. He was the alien in this world. And if you are like him, who else you will feel good with whom you will socialize? You remember what Yeshua said, many are called, but few are chosen. Very few. I hope you know what the word few means. And if you think that every person who called himself brother and sister is born again, you have no discernment in you. The journey with Messiah, it's all about Messiah. And if he is in you, he will bring people to you in his timing and the timing of his Father. If you not separate from the world, if he did not set you apart, you are not his. And you're not on a narrow path. Narrow path hurts. Hurts. Things are not what we want. He is in charge. If you walk with him, he is moving everything for the reason, for his purpose. But if you compromise, if you have one leg in this world and the other one you want to walk with Messiah, this does not work. Yeshua said, or you with me or you against me. Or you 100% with him or you not with him. But I can tell you that if you walk with Messiah, you will never like to lose him. You will guard and keep the word of endurance. And when you think about the first believers, when they were asked to deny Messiah, they couldn't, because he was the life in them. They died to their old selves and they received Yeshua. When Eliezer got out of the grave, he was like a new person. The old Eliezer wasn't there, only new one, the new creation in Messiah. That's what this whole miracle represents, how deep it is and how important it is. The first believers, they were asked to deny the only one, the life in them. They could not. They only had Messiah in them. When Yeshua showed himself to Shaul on the way to Damascus, he asked him, why do you persecute me, Shaul? He didn't ask him, why do you persecute those who believe in me? No, he asked him, why do you persecute me? Because he was in those people. Messiah was in them. He was one who kept them alive. He is the resurrection and life. Yeshua is all things from the Father. And if you have him in you, you would not care about anything else. No matter of this world, no any material thing, no any issues of the physical health of your body. Any other problems will become secondary. As he said, whoever does not hate his parents, friends, even his own life, cannot be my taught one.
شباق الخيابات